For David Lopez, pretty much a straight swap. The destiny of the first piece of Italian silverware this season has yet to be decided. Juventus were gifted an early lead. They didn't build on that. Napoli got a merited equaliser, but they didn't build on that, and you really thought the way they were playing after equalising, they might have gone on and won this.
I would have thought so, without a doubt, but it just seemed like, right, we're not going to lose it now. We've got a goal, we've got an equaliser, and maybe the belief wasn't there for them to go on and win it. And that allowed Juventus to come back into the game. They'd very rarely been involved in second half and nearly snatch it.
The substitute strikers both being kept in reserve at the moment. Morata for Juve, Zapata for Napoli. Pogba, here's Tevez, it's an opening! It's over and out from Carlos Tevez.
There just seemed to be an over-reliance on Carlos Tevez. He's the one man who wants it, he's hungry for it, and this time he goes for sheer power. And just lifts it high into the crowd.
Earlier he did score his 35th Juventus goal in his 70th appearance for them. Mertens, Higuain on the chase, shadowed by Chiellini. Gulam will take the throw. Higuain still over there. Mertens. No way out for Juve. Inla. Here's Maggio with Callahan nearby. Koulibaly. Maggio. Two years ago, Maggio scored an own goal in extra time that swung the Super Cup that year in Juve's favour. Pogba, he's hurt, but Pereira is still going. Didn't really stick with Llorente. Tevez now for Vidal. Tevez. It's Pogba, giving Callahan the run around. Needs some help now though. He's giving away the free kick.
Mr. Showboat, look at me, look at me. Had the opportunity after the first bit of decent skill, just to put a ball in there. Decides he wants to big it for the crowd. In the end, it's a silly foul away.
At least they're level on fouls. Bonucci, Marchisio. Here's Evra. Chiellini finds his partner at the heart of the Juve defence, Bonucci. Marchisio. Can Juve unlock the door here? It's a poor pass from Marchisio, but
I'll tell you what, he's been dreadful, Marchisio, for me. He was non-existent in the first half, couple more touches in the second, but overall, dear me. Look at Llorente up front as well. Just ball doesn't stick. Flicks in and out the game.
Tevez, Pogba, Pereira, and Rafael springs across.
At least he takes responsibility here, Pereira. Llorente gets out of the way, tries to curl it far post, and again Rafael, comfortable save. Not enough pace on it.
The head of Inlet. Pereira now racing away. A possible opening here. It's Pogba. It's straight at the keeper.
You've done the right thing to head it, but I think you've got to head it down first into the ground. Back across the keeper, not at that height.
Wayne was always stumbling. Wanted a free kick. Flag stays down here against Callahan. De Guzman in the middle as well, and Mertens.
He's another one who's not overly impressed. That was onside, but look at what he does here. I mean, what does he expect to get from there? There's the header, just head it down. Look, straight at a comfortable height, straight into Rafael's midriff.
Callahan, who scored in the victory over Juve last season. But rather like Higuain, going through a bleak spell in front of goal, although Higuain has ended his tonight.
I've been impressed with him, Higuain. The way he just battles on, he still keeps getting in positions that will cause the opposition a problem. He's brave enough to do it, even though things aren't going his way, goal-scoring wise. Compare him with the at the other end with Llorente. I know which one I prefer.
Pogba. Llorente, Tevez. Llorente! It's wide.
And this time he does produce, almost. It's the right thing, gets the ball from Tevez, and first thing in his mind, he wants to turn, get a shot away, but it's off target. But that's better. Made himself available. First touch was good. Just can't hit the target. Tries to wrap his foot around that.
Gulam. Nearly fell into Higuain's path from Chiellini's header. Inla. Mertens still trying to salvage that, but no joy.
It's virtually impossible to do anything with that. I don't know what he was thinking.
Evra. Halloween. Chiellini. Pogba. Marquisio. Evra. Patrice Evra. Pogba! It's a fairly routine save.
You can see teammates frustrated in the box by what he did there again.
Dries Mertens. Chiellini stepped out. Pereira.
Look at the lack of effort to get some movement going, so he can start to make inroads into that defence.
Pogba. Almost for Pereira. Koulibaly across. Looked like it came off the Juve man, he certainly thought so.
That's for sure.
Evra's throw. Pogba's flick. Away by Albiol. "100 minutes up. Bonucci. Halloween actually played a few games at left back not so long ago when Evra and Asamoah were injured. Came on Felix Steiner tonight at right back. Pereira. Evra. Surely! It's blocked en route to goal. That looked like the big moment for Vidal.
Like Koulibaly. Everett is brilliantly on that spy line.
Pogba. Juventus showing some intent here. Terrific turn from Pogba. Claiming a handball against Koulibaly, which might well have been the case, although he was quite close to it.
Well, he clearly has the ability, Pogba. I just think he showboats a little too much at times.
Mertens couldn't quite thread it through to Guzman. Pereira. Pogba. Unfortunate to hang on to that. Tevez. Some challenge from Albiol. Mertens chasing. Pereira. Pogba. Vidal. Pogba deeper now. Chiellini. Marquisio. Pereira. Pogba. Halloween. Pogba. Pereira. Marquisio. Now to Guzman. Tracked here by Marquisio. He looks like he's got the better of him, and Marquisio tries a tug of the shirt.
A lack of help there is evident for De Guzman.
Mertens. Albiol. Inla. Gulam, Algerian international. To Guzman outside of him. There's a few waiting in the box, but can they get it in there? Inla. To Guzman. Higuain. Inla. Looking for Callahan, not happening.
It almost looked like they were playing for time there, didn't it?
Pereira. but clearly taken out by Gulam.
Decent play here by... He just trips over there. He's unfortunate. He trips over his own foot.
It is half-time in extra time. And still we wait for a decisive moment in the Italian Super Cup.
Well, Everett is brilliantly there. You think that might be it, but what great defending. Koulibaly here. Comes across. Look, if he hadn't come across, that's in there, because the keeper's beaten. Beautiful ball played through, cuts it back superbly, and you think, well, 2-1. Vidal comes in, doesn't catch it all, but it's on target. Koulibaly not come across. 2-1 down.
That was the handball claim. Another break for the players. 15 minutes away from penalties, unless somebody has something planned in the second period of extra time. Benitez spent 6 years at Liverpool, rather less at Chelsea, but he loves a cup. And we are now going to see Alvaro Morata come on in place of Fernando Llorente. And Morata, Champions League winner with Real Madrid last season. He scored 3 of his 4 Juve goals as a sub. He looks rather tired, Llorente. And a change being made for Napoli as well. Morata, only 22. Jonathan de Guzman has been replaced by Jorginho, the Brazilian, who they signed at the start of this year from Verona.
Surprising substitution. De Guzman looked one of the more likely to make something happen for Napoli.
So the second period of extra time is underway in Doha. Who will win the Italian Super Cup? Juventus, Serie A champions. Napoli, Coppa Italia winners. Fiorentina in last year's final. Marchisio. Evra stumbling but kept it alive. Pogba trying to bustle his way through here. Pogba. It's Tevez! Trust him to deliver! Carlos Tevez yet again! And Juventus are within touching distance of the Italian Super Cup!
Absolute brilliance there by Carlos Tevez. Knew exactly what he was doing. Little bit of trickery. Around the edge of the box, the next minute, back of the net. Give Pogba big congratulations as well for the part he played. Well, it was always going to be maybe, this is the winning goal, something special to win it. And you look here when Pogba picks it up. A little bit of trickery does come off. He gets a little bit lucky here. But when it comes to Tevez, look at that. A little dummy just for Koulibaly, and the finish is absolutely magnificent. Still the balance, still the composure to get it on target. Sends the keeper the wrong way, but that little dummy did for Koulibaly. And you still have to do the hard part, get it on target, and he does it brilliantly.
A touch of class from Carlos Tevez, who's now scored 15 goals this season. Buffon celebrates at the other end. Can Juventus hang on this time? Napoli must bounce back again. 2 years ago, when these two met in this Super Cup, it was Juve who had to bounce back twice.
I'll tell you where that goal started from. Morata's first touch. It was a long ball played. His first touch was good. He held up play, moved it across the line, and the next minute, they're 2-1 up.
What will the response be from Rafa Benitez's Napoli? And Tevez is shown a yellow card for that.
The fact that Zapata's still on the bench is a mystery to most.
Callahan. Evra in close attendance, and now it's a Juve throw. It's Napoli who have it all to do here if they are to keep their Super Cup hopes alive. Here's Dries Mertens. Morata unable to keep that going. Albiol sees him off.
He's not been on long, Morata, but he's putting himself about more than Llorente did.
No free kick for Callahan. Pogba, who made the goal happen, but Tevez still had a fair old bit to do, and boy did he do it. He's battling away here.
Look at the desire from him as well.
That's a clear push by Morata.
Again, the arms come out. Knew he hadn't got the pace to get beyond. Nudge in the back. Pressure taken off.
Well, Higuain scored to make it 1-1. Napoli have to find some way to challenge the champions of Italy here. Maggio. Oh, it might be on here. He's through, and it's a spectacular save from Buffon to defy and deny Higuain.
This is sensational from Buffon. 36 years of age, reflexes like that, tremendous.
Napoli not giving up on it yet, though. Mertens. Gulam might get to this. He does. He should be able to deliver as well.
So he doesn't do a lot wrong, does he, Higuain? But that is pure reflexes. And that comes with years of experience, 146 caps. Fabulous save.
Maggio. Callahan. Dokken Inla. Gulam. Mertens looking for the return, but Bonucci quickly across.
Buffon hasn't had a lot to do, has he, in the game, but dear me, does he keep his side in front in the second period of extra time.
Gulam. Marchisio, Morata. Vidal. Oh, horrible mistake from Bonucci, and Buffon bailed Juve out. Misunderstanding between the centre-half and keeper.
Staggeringly bad. almost seems like they want to get this to go to penalties as well, doesn't it, at the moment? That was amateurish, that was, from both of them.
Pogba. Kept in, but duly dispatched by Chiellini. High boot, free kick. Morata on the receiving end. Koulibaly.
Handball as well, catches him a little bit. Well, he must have thought he'd scored there. Comes off the defender, Evra there. He's done everything right. Gets in there, good first touch, hits it with real power. And he must think, what have I got to do to get another one past that man? That was a brilliant save.
Top class. From the man who's spent 13.5 years at Juve. The legend that is Gianluigi Buffon has certainly done his bit for the cause if Juventus see this through against Rafa's Napoli. Gargano. Maggio. It's not bad. Higuain challenging Chiellini. Tevez.
It's been a masterclass from him at times, not just with the goals, but his desire to keep possession, to not give it to the opposition. Whereas everything was bouncing off Llorente.
Inla. Maggio. Callahan's touch. Higuain felt he was fouled. Nothing doing.
Well, I thought the one just before the end of normal time was a penalty for Juve. Did they have a big shout for one here? Well, spins him there. I'm not so sure it was. The assistant on the byline's got a really good view. He was having none of it. First viewing, it looked like his foot had been caught, but on that particular replay, it didn't. Maybe a better view. He might have just caught his behind the hamstring there. It was a better view. The referee's got to be 100% sure, though. If he's not, he won't give it. Maybe a bit of a let-off.
Juventus could be about to become the second team to win the Super Cup 3 times in a row after Milan in the 90s. And they're on the brink of winning it for a record 7th time, edging out Milan. Unless Napoli can respond late on here. If they do lose, they surely reflect on what might have been. Williams' cross is just what they didn't need at this point.
Well, we saw a lot of that in normal time. Ball being overhit by Napoli.
Andrea Pirlo played for 65 minutes, watching on.
I would have liked to have seen Zapata on the pitch. Would have been interesting.
Yeah, the big Colombian striker not managing to get a look in after scoring frequently in recent games. Koulibaly now. Napoli running out of time. Albiol taking it upon himself. Gulam. Gargano. And again Gargano. Oh, it is an equaliser! He's only gone and done it again! Higuain makes it 2-2, and Napoli keep their hopes of glory alive!
Well, it's the Higuain versus Carlos Tevez show, isn't it? They never lose belief. You have to give them that. And they just get a little bit of luck when the ball comes in, but you have to take advantage of that little bit of luck. And they certainly do that. Just work very nicely around the box. And there to get a little bit of luck. It breaks nicely for Higuain, but good strikers react when it does break like that. Even in the dying minutes of a game. There, he's near enough on the floor. Look at that, off balance when he hits it. Gets lucky. Buffon thinks he's going the other way. But maybe you deserve your luck when you get in there and you've got that awareness and that belief that that's going to come your way.
Napoli refusing to budge. Penalties looming. Two for Tevez, two for Higuain. And we're in the last minute of extra time. And it looks like there will be more to come. Just as Napoli thought, their chances were ebbing away. They'll be happy to take penalties now. He, however, won't be taking them.
Well, clearly, they want penalties, they fancy penalties.
Well, they're still got to get past Buffon. It's over in terms of actual play, but we are going to penalties to decide who should win the Italian Super Cup. Carlos Tevez twice put Juventus in front.
Backs, you know, because no pressure on them, and one of them is going to be the hero.
Who will it be? Let's find out. Let's go back to your commentary team, Gary Birtles and Ian Crocker.
And the night just goes on and on in Doha. Napoli twice behind, but certainly over the course of the 120 minutes, it would have been rather cruel on them to lose out tonight. As it is, penalties will decide who shortly gets to lift the Italian Super Cup. And as Trevor mentioned there, Napoli have to get past this formidable figure.
Yeah, and somebody like Buffon gets into the minds of opposition because they know how great a goalkeeper he's been, and they've seen that save just before the end from Higuain.
Jorginho, who came on as a late sub, is going to be first up here for Napoli. And that's the sight that awaits him, Gianluigi Buffon. The battle of wills begins. Jorginho, and Buffon saves the first penalty. Isn't that just typical of this legend?
I rest my case, Your Honour. That's what he does to you, a goalkeeper of that quality. Still got to get down quickly. It's hit reasonably well and low. And that's a fabulous save, it really is. He's 36 years of age and he's got down so quickly to that.
Carlos Tevez has already hit the net twice tonight. He's first up and could give Juve an advantage.
Trying to distract him.
It's Tevez, and he's missed! Smacks the post! An extraordinary start to the shootout!
Well, send Rafael the wrong way. You thought it'd be nestling in the back of the net. Didn't. Came right back off the post. You're trying to tell him, you put it in that corner. You know you're going there. Goes the opposite way. Just does too much with it. They're just both trying to give it back to each other, aren't they, at the moment? Well, there was a record penalty shootout in the English FA Cup recently. Are they going to outdo that?
It's Goulam, the Algerian international, and he does score, and that was perfection.
Nobody saves that, not even Buffon. Put as many goalkeepers as you like in there. Dear me, it's a cracker.
All smiles, and no wonder, that was good. It needs to be to beat Buffon. Vidal, a regular penalty taker, slotted a few in the Champions League last season.
He's at it again, look, Raphael. Playing the mind game.
Vidal scores, sending the keeper the wrong way. That's the way to do it.
Hey, and good for him having a go at the goalkeeper as well, saying, yeah, too good for you, son. I can put it that way. Yeah, keeps his cool brilliantly. Sends Raphael the wrong way.
1-1 after 2 penalties. Next up, it's Raul Albiol.
That's brave. Centre-half taking a penalty.
Here he comes, Albiol. It's another good one.
Piece of cake. Absolute piece of cake. Make your mind up and don't change it.
So the pressure switches back to the Italian champions, Juventus.
They've got a left-back score and a centre-half score from the penalties. Napoli so far.
Paul Pogba.
This will be interesting. Will he try and be clever? Will he try and dink it?
A massive moment, aren't they all? Pogba's turn. Pogba took his time, but scores.
He just didn't know what was going to happen there with that little run-up, but kept his cool, waited for the keeper to make a move, went the opposite way. Excellent penalty.
He doesn't look too short on the confidence front, does he?
Not whatsoever.
Joaquin Inler. Next up for Napoli, the Swiss international. Facing the giant frame of Buffon. It's Inler. It's in.
That's a penalty, that is, by the way. The first two have been pretty good. Get that for quality.
4th pair of penalties. Napoli with the edge, but Juventus now to step forward. Some can barely watch. Marchisio rams the penalty home.
Well, didn't have a particularly good game, but showed no fear there. Smashes it in the roof of the net. Always say, if in doubt, just smash it down the middle. Keeper saves it, he saves it. That's not down the middle. That's a cracker. Dear me.
5th round of penalties coming up, but it's sudden death now. And Higuain moves forward. Scored twice to bring Napoli back into the contest.
Well, he doesn't deserve to miss. That's the way this game's gone, wouldn't surprise you.
Tevez did miss. What's in store here for Higuain? He scores emphatically, and Juve have to do the same now, or it's Napoli's Super Cup.
Possibly the best one yet. Look at that. He absolutely leathers it. Buffon, since the save, has got nowhere near any of the Napoli penalties.
And so it falls to Morata. Quite simply, he has to score. Morata, he does score, and on we go in the penalty shootout.
Well, the quality's been outstanding. Even the two that were missed weren't that bad of penalties. Again, right in the side, netting. And the Tevez one hit the post. Buffon's save was a cracker. Since then, outstanding.
The first two penalties missed, the rest all scored. We're now into those who weren't planning on taking a penalty in the Uruguayan. Gargano is taking the long walk. Old Nedved watching on. Not the only one who looks a little nervous.
If I was taking a penalty, I'd want to run up to it, not walk up to it. Too much time to think.
It's Gargano, but he scores to give Napoli the advantage again.
And this is as good as penalty taking as I've seen for a long time in a shootout. Nerves of steel. I can't believe it. He's thinking, sir, surely they've got to miss sooner or later.
Will Raphael be a hero here? It's Bonucci.
Oh, Higuain was shouting something to his teammate.
Bonucci has to score. He does score. Absolutely blasting it in. Yet another terrific penalty.
I think he nearly takes the hooks off the net here. Dear, look at that. That is absolutely sensational penalty taking. Nearly takes the net off the frame. Well, the ones that haven't taken one yet getting more and more nervous every time they see one clatter into the back of that net.
And Dries Mertens, it's his turn for Napoli. It's Mertens, and Buffon makes a terrific save to leave Juventus on the brink of Super Cup glory.
Well, it was a good height for him. Same way as before. Goalkeepers always guess, see the height there is good, but he still has to get across quickly and claw it away. It's not in the corner by any stretch there, but still give Buffon all the credit.
Juventus are one kick away from the Italian Super Cup. It hurts for the Napoli fans.
Oh, who's the hero then?
It's Chiellini, and it's saved by Raphael. Amazingly and astonishingly, it's not been won yet.
Well, this is the worst of the bunch so far. Look at that, scuffs it. Where is Patrice Evra? You expect him to step up to the plate. That is a shocker. Your centre-half's been given the task of scoring the penalty before Patrice Evra, who I think has got more ability to score a penalty.
Buffon doing his bit, but needs help. Callahan, who's been bereft of goals lately. Callahan, and Buffon does it once more. This is remarkable from Gianluigi Buffon.
Well, the penalties are getting worse, as you'd expect, because these are the players who don't want to take them. And again, Buffon picks the right way. It's across quickly. Nearly goes under him, but has enough about him to keep it out. Now, who's going to take this one? Who's going to get the glory? Somebody has to step up and win this. Oh, it's not ever again.
It's Roberto Pereira. Will it be a yes or a no for Pereira? It's a no! Unbelievable!
Well, they cannot believe it. Well, trying to be clever. I say in those situations, when it gets to this stage, just put your foot through it, hit it as hard as you can down the middle. If it's saved, it's saved.
What were you saying about that FA Cup shootout?
Wish I'd kept my mouth shut.
The centre half takes the walk of torture.
Well, it'll be time for the goalkeepers soon, won't it? But he can lace a ball.
Koulibaly. Oh, and off the post. And suddenly the pressure is heaped upon Juve again.
Well, it does come off the frame of the goal, doesn't matter. Nestles in the back of the net, sends Buffon the wrong way. He's gone to his right every time he's saved one so far. Oh, does anybody want this one? I don't think anybody fancies it. Oh, here he comes.
Padouin feeling the heat in Doha.
I'm staggered that Evra's not stepped up with his experience.
Hit or miss. Simone Padouin. It's saved! Napoli have won the Italian Super Cup. They know what they're getting for Christmas. A trophy. The first piece of Italian silverware this season. The cup winners from Italy have beaten the champions of Italy after an epic penalty shootout.
Well, he couldn't have done more, could he, Buffon? Very terrific saves, but I just said it before we finished there. You have to question somebody like Patrice Evra. Yeah, nobody probably likes taking a penalty. You fear you're going to miss, but somebody with all that experience